Hello and welcome to this video presentation for This is Merging. My name is Jose Castro and I am the creator of this tool. I will be introducing the product, explaining what it can do and the different benefits of using it are. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, I've mentioned a tool but I haven't said what it is yet. This is Merging is a tool that is designed by developers for developers. It is purely intended to be used to speed up your merging needs. It does this by automating the process. The merging process is done many times manually, but with the help of Microsoft and a few scripts they released here and there, we can automate that process. Great, isn't it? Some of the needs you might need to automate are upgrades, updates, or product localization, among others. This tool is entirely embedded and integrated in NAV, so the developers do not need to leave the framework they already know and are comfortable with. Due to the natural simplicity of NAV, it includes an easy-to-use interface which will help in the learning phase. And of course, because many times there are several ongoing projects, developers that need to work or different code sources you need to get the information for, This is Merging supports those scenarios out of the box. Now that we have seen a general overview of what This is Merging is, let's see what it can do for you. Some of the things it can do are making you faster and more efficient. This is obvious. By automating tasks that were done manually, you will not only gain speed but also efficiency. One of the direct benefits is being able to put your efforts elsewhere and decide what important tasks need to be done now. By using the tool, you will also prevent human error. And in case you work with international or foreign products, the process required to localize it will be shortened as well. And this is a big one. Many times as developers we face a common dilemma, doing the task at hand fast or doing it right. It is tough to explain to our managers why doing it right has advantages we want when we do not have specific numbers to back it up or we can show a clear benefit from working in such a way. Now that has changed because we see a clear benefit. Developing in a good and precise way, decreasing the number of lines we modify from the standard product has a positive impact in our developments and in our pockets. The better it is programmed, the more automatic any kind of merging will be. There are many resources online you can check in order to learn some good practices when it comes to development guidelines and design patterns. Okay, so everything we said doesn't sound too bad, but what will I be able to accomplish, and more specifically, how do I benefit from all of this? You will see that the benefits are many. Amongst them, we find being able to decrease programming times when working in merging projects. If you automate it, you don't need to spend as much time there. You will also be able to guarantee the quality of your work because we have been able to reduce the number of human errors. You will also be able to put your resources onto something more important for your company and clients. Because the use of this tool is quite simple, you will have the option of putting junior developers to do part of the job the seniors used to. I think we can all agree that is a great thing. And it is only natural for a product to evolve, and NAV is no exception. When NAV includes a new feature in the future, you will be set almost automatically, and This is Merging will get the necessary components to understand the new structure without any additional maintenance costs. We have talked a lot about what This is Merging can do for you and how you can benefit from it. Now I would like to show you some specifics. In the first chart, you can see the different percentages of automatic merging you can get depending on a couple of variables. The first is how well programmed the customizations are and how precise the environment before the customizations is. You can find more in-depth information related to the environment set up in the technical help, by the way. So you see that by doing everything by hand, your automatic percentage is 0. Now, if we have poor quality development and not the exact environment setup, we can expect a 35% to be done automatically. That's not too bad. It's definitely more than it used to be before, but not enough. If we have low quality development but a good environment, we can expect around a 55%. This is better than before, of course, but let's take it one step further. If we have decent quality development and a good environment, we can expect a 70%. But if we have been good and we have done a great job that we can be proud of, you will probably have surgical customizations that barely touch the standard product and will have an exact match for the environment required. If that is the case, you can expect a 95% of automatic merging. I should say that I've had that percentage in the past a few times now. It is not unreachable by any means. So what we can expect overall is to have to do about a third of the work we used to do before when it comes to automatic merging, which means saving time and saving money. I'd say that's a win-win situation, wouldn't you? But enough talking, let's see it working. So I've set up a scenario. The scenario is as follows. We have a customer that is in NAV 2013 and his database has customizations. I know, shocker, right? Anyways, what we are required to do is include the latest code fixes included in the latest cumulative update. Needless to say, we must do it without overwriting existing customizations. I should point out the objects changed in the latest cumulative update and all of the ones that came before that one are over 1,000 objects. So let me open up This Is Merging, which is here, and the first thing we can see is the role center. If you wish more in-depth information related to the tool and how to use it, you can go to the other videos. For now, we will proceed with the demonstration. I will go to the This Is Merging, and what I will do is create a new project. But before that, I want to upload the objects from my customer. To do this, I will quickly go here, create a new object, or a new code base rather, name it my customer, type the version, choose the runtime version that will work, choose import from file, and select the objects. It is as complicated as that, the first step. It is importing every object, and we have imported all the objects. You can see the customer had 4,032 objects. If we click on the objects button, you will see that all of them are there. Okay, so let's create the project we were saying before. We will type it my project, or name it project for demo. And the original will be NAV 2013 RTM. Customized will be my rather nav cumulative update 29, and the target will be my customer. Now I will compare. And what it is telling me is that the original are over 4,000 objects. The modified are 1,021 objects, which are all the objects that were touched by Microsoft in the cumulative update. Let's remember that. And the target are 4,032. Because we don't want to export and import more objects than we need to, I will just delete the objects without modifications. Okay, so it has finished, and it is telling me that many objects are changed, etc., etc. I will now merge all the objects, and you can see how fast it is. It is going. Now we will see that most of the objects are green, but some of them are red. The ones that are red means that there is indeed a conflict, which basically means that there is a specific part of the code that is different in every source, meaning original, modified, and target. But most of them are green. And we can see up here that it is telling me that the merged objects were 905, that in the update 42 objects were added, and that there are 55 conflicting objects of 1021. And I've gotten a 98.3% of automatic merging. This is amazing. And I should point out, this is a real case scenario. This belongs to one of our customers. So I will just now export all the objects. I know there are the conflicts there, but what I will do is just export it somewhere. My project, okay. And I will go to NAV So we see that the txt was created and now we can go and import it back. Now 55 of the objects have a conflict and the conflict will create a compile error, so you can just check it in the NAV development environment. Now if I want to see the conflict, I can see it here. I see that it is telling me that this code has been merged because it contains errors that would stop the compiling from happening. And I see that there's an original tag here, a modified and target, which is telling me the three sources are different, and it is asking me to choose which one I want to prevail, or if I want to combine the three of them into a new one. Once you solve those conflicts which are marked in the code, you are good to go and you can compile everything and you are done. So you have seen now how easy it is to merge the objects automatically and what the percentages you can reach are. So there is one thing that I have forgotten to mention, and that is the cost of the tool. The truth is, this tool is completely and 100% free, which means that you can just go to the website codefornow.com/team and get it for free. Now, the reason behind this, it is not because I find that it is a low quality tool or that it is not useful, which is in many cases the reason behind the product being free, but rather because I feel that I personally have taken a lot from the NAV community and I have learned a lot. So this is a small contribution, a small token of my appreciation, if you will. And with that being said, you might be wondering, okay, Jose, but how do I start? Well, it is simple, really. All you have to do is go to the website that I've mentioned before, and you can see on screen where the documentation will be included and where you will find videos with technical explanations in how to use the tool. You can optionally reassign your merging tasks to junior developers and only complete them with seniors. You will be able to give faster and better results to your clients. You will watch your costs be reduced. And the fifth step would be telling me about your experience with them. I love hearing about the projects and the success that the tool can help provide. The feedback that the users give me allows me to make a great tool a better one. And with that, my closing, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes of your time with me learning about this tool. I do hope you find it useful and you can include it in your work. If you happen to need any help or assistance, you can reach me using any of the methods you see on screen. My name again is Jose Castro, and I will see you next time.